Hello and welcome back to Room for TCG. My name is Joe. Drink today is a summer edition Red Bull. It's actually a pretty good one, would recommend. And earlier this week on X, I saw some posts from a guy called Squash, who I've seen posts from in the past. He's a big Krieg enjoyer. And they were talking about how Krieg's matchups into many of the new popular decks, like Blue-Green Luffy and Black-Yellow Blackbeard, are actually pretty damn good. According to these sim stats that he posted, this is above 2 billion bounty. Krieg's pretty positive into most of the top decks. Just don't worry about Penel. So I thought, let's try him out. Let's see if those matchups are as good as the stats might suggest. Because, you know, you can never be too sure with sim stats. But I have played them a few times. And yeah, they do feel pretty reasonable. Teach in particular, as long as you see your curve, your Akos Krieg is incredible into that deck. Because you're able to tap down their one guy a turn. And the power reduction is huge, right? If you have curved out and played Arlong on 4 or 5, and then an Alvida or a Morgan on 6 or 7, then combined with Krieg, you can give minus 5,000 power to either the Shiryu or the Blackbeard, whatever's the most recent body that's come down. And I think I'm going to include this game in the video, in the Blackbeard game in this video, and was actually even able to pull off a pretty cool double removal on both Shiryu and Blackbeard, which was pretty cool. The deck hasn't really changed much. This is based off a list that Squash posted. Give him a follow over on X if you are interested in Krieg. I did change a couple of 2Ks round, but nothing much else too crazy. I think there's not a lot of deck building you can do with Krieg. You can change them 2Ks, you can change this buggy for the 4-cost Pearl, and you can mess around with some of your event counts. But broadly speaking, he is very locked to his archetype, so there's not a ton you can do with the deck. But yeah, I haven't played this since OP16 came out. Figured let's go back, let's see what all the hype's about. But first, on the 12th of July, there is going to be a restock on Sleeve Chief of their popular Darkness binder, and also the matching deck box. This binder is awesome. This is the only binder I've actually ever had compliments on at locals. I'm using this, the pink and the black work really well. And underrated part, the back is a smooth black, so it is perfect for taking pictures of your cards when you're selling on eBay. And people want to know about the conditions. Other binders I've got, like they have like textured backs, and it makes seeing the whiteness around the edges of the card a little bit more awkward. But yeah, if you want to pick that up, check out Sleeve Chief. 12th of July, 8 PM Central European time. Thank you to Sleeve Chief for sponsoring this video. Got a game into Teach. I see Arlong, I see Alvida. I don't see too much else. I really don't like this event being in my hand. We have a Searcher event, which is good. So a lot missing from this hand. We're missing Gin, we're missing Krieg, we're missing Kuro. But we do have our early game other than the Gin. I think we'll keep. We'll play the Searcher event on 1. I don't like any of those. The Buggy's actually okay. The Buggy is okay. I think I prefer the Django, though, to see the more important cards. The Buggy on 3 is good, but the Django gets us towards, you know, the actually important cards. Our Gin, our Krieg, our Kuro, which we don't currently have. We are missing things, and they can maybe even just find us a Searcher event, which would be fine. Fullerette. Plays Van Augur. Tosses a second stage. Good choice. Interesting to see this hit the deck. But not bad. Not bad by any means. If we top deck the Buggy, I'll probably play it. Because we will have spare Dons, right? On 5 I can play Arlong. On 7 I can... and use Search. On 7 I can do a Search and play Gin still. Well, I guess we're just doing the searches then. That's fine. This gives us less information. I think I'm just going to swing 5. Because we could draw another Searcher off these. And he just showed us .Q, so 5e6 I don't think makes a huge deal. And they almost always just take the first life anyway. Indeed he does. What's he going to get? That's a really good one. That's a really good one. We'll play out the Django because it gives us less info. Kuro every single time. Then we're looking for Gin or Krieg. Okay, we don't get either. I guess I'll take another Kuro. Kuro is good. That is not what I was hoping for, though. That's okay. Put the Don here so he can't do any crazy Van Augur shenanigans. If he whiffs his 4-drop, can't swing at this now. But yeah, slightly not optimal. And this card sucks in this matchup. Like, the Yonko is fine, but yeah, we'll just take this one. Kobe, not what I'm looking for. That's okay. Okay. I'm willing to play the Arlong. Let's just go 5. The swing doesn't matter. I'm never swinging 7 here. After I play the Arlong, I'm swinging 6, but he could get a trigger to rest the Arlong or KO the Arlong if it's an 8-cost Blackbeard trigger. So I'm not playing the Arlong first. If he wants to redirect into something, then that's fine. I literally don't care. And then we'll play the Django, and then we'll play the Arlong. And then hopefully, off this Django, we will find either a Searcher event, a Gin, or a Krieg. I don't like this redirect. I do not like that redirect. But he's done it anyway. There's nothing I can do about it. With this, Gin, perfect. And then Arlong. I have to use the effect. Don here, attach a rested here. And then pass it over. And then this just doesn't swing, right? Because he's going to play 6 Don Shiryu, 8 Don Teach, 10 Don probably Teach. If he whiffs, then maybe this can swing, but, you know. And we don't have Morgan as well, so we have our suboptimal 5-drop. And it's always better to see 2 5s on the odd curve, because you can play Morgan into Gin Morgan. Is the, like, ideal. So we're a little bit behind on overall tempo, but it's fine. It's very fine. He redirected into the Van Augur, which worked out really well for us. Florida tossed the event, which is interesting. Good to have. Important to have. And then I presume we play Shiryu here. He did use the trigger on 1. So you probably just always use it. If you don't have one in hand, maybe you'd reconsider. And yeah, he does have one. Very good. Got to pitch 1, and then there's nothing. You can just heal the other Shiryu. It's probably the best thing. Let's see baby 5 though. That's interesting. That is interesting. I'm just going to take again. Krieg is literally perfect for next turn. It's exactly what I wanted. So I'm pleased with that. We're going with Keen Alvida this turn. And we know this trigger, and there's nothing really to play around. Would I ever want to take out the Sandman? I don't think so. I don't think it's ever worth it. We just go Gin into Alvida. Rested Don. I mean, there's no reason to rest this, so we'll put it here. Yeah, rested Don here again. And then leader. Do I want to swing 6 or do I want to leave it Don for an event? This event is terrible unless they play a second Shiryu, but he's already shown us Beard. So we know that's coming. It kind of doesn't matter because he just takes this one. We'll swing 6. It guarantees he gives us a... I don't know. It doesn't really change anything. Because he can just take this and then redirect this. But if he wants to counter this for whatever reason, he has to give us a 2k. He shouldn't. But I suppose I could rest the Sand one and take it out. Actually, if he does counter this. But he should always take this. Just take this one. Okay, I might rest the Sand one then. It doesn't do anything, but it is a redirect target. Let's get rid of it. It reduces the amount of cards in his hand for next turn. We can maybe make a really cool double removal play with the Krieg. So yeah, I like this. He should have not countered that. Does redirect and takes, but we got a card out of his hand in that way, which is pretty good. We got a Van Augur out. Pass. And then we know exactly what's happening. We're going to see 5, we're going to see 6, and we're going to see 8 cost Teach. 6 to R long. Absolutely not. You can have my finest copy. See, if this was a Blocker Morgan, it would be simply better. Alvida is simply worse. And I don't want to give up these Kuros, so I think I'm giving up the Meowben brothers. Or the Kobe. I think it's the Kobe. I'm never actually going to respect the ACOS Teach trigger. Because I'm rude. But yeah, we can get some serious power down this turn. Some serious power down. We can reduce this to 5. And this to 6. Which is mad. It's mad. Trash to Shiryu. Good choice. Grabbed a 1-cost Vasco shot. Don't care. Another one of these is maybe one too many. But that's okay. Trash this. It doesn't really matter where we put the Dons. 2 are going on Shiryu and 3 are going on Teach. Oh, sorry. 5 are going on Teach. Let's just put them here. Where do I want my Don? At least one goes on leader. I think at least 2 go on leader. Press this. Pop the effects. This is at 5. This is at 6. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go 7 to 5. See how he wants to respond to this. And then we're going to get to keep our entire board. And we're going to hopefully clear his entire board. If not, he's going to have to give us a serious amount of cards. And we know he has a... I believe we know he has a 10-cost Teach. That goes down, which is excellent for us. How do I want to swing here now? I think I want to swing the big one into this first. Is that true? I'm not sure that's true. I'm going to swing 6 to 6 first, I think. Because I'm not actually in a rush to give him a bunch of triggers. There's the Vasco we knew about. Six to 6 again. Should maybe be 8, actually. We should be 8. But you know what? If he gives us 1k, 2k, and then redirects, he's going to have nothing in hand. Like basically nothing at all. Which will work out nicely for us. Got another one? Nope. What a treat. Let's see what trigger you put there, buddy. Nothing good. Wow. Maybe he just was missing a piece. Missing 10-cost Teach or something. But that's brilliant for us, right? All he's got on his board is this shit Sandman Wolf. Who I don't care about. We double removed. Super huge. He made a mistake last turn by countering that one swing. Here's what it is. The San Juan can actually swing now, which is amusing. If it swings into the Arlong, would I just let it go immediately? I mean, if that swings into the Arlong, I probably do. Because I'd quite like to take a life, actually. We're going to Kuro and stun this Teach. The extra swing's so good, though. And it's an extra Don. No, I think we need to protect the board. I think I'm giving up the Meowben brothers as well, because we might want double Kuros. He's whiffed Zihaha. Also didn't use stage. Should definitely use stage there. Let's get this shit out of hand. I do not want this in my hand. Is Krieg ever better? Could reduce the Teach to 7, which is kind of funny. Keep one Don open for Know You're Strong. Just to play around him going for lethal. Which is fine. Just kind of like that. Don't care about these. Alvida. Don here, Don here. Don here. Rested Don here. Rest. Teach. Krieg. Now we start swinging at leader. And he should respect these and counter, I do think. Certainly this 5 I would expect to see a counter on. If he ever redirects into the San Juan, that's excellent, because then we can focus on taking out the Teach. Takes the 5, very good for us. What trigger is it, though? The triggers can change everything. I think he wants to use... What do we have? We have 6, 7... I have to leave this 1 Don open. If we're not removing this. Because otherwise Zihaha into 10 cost Teach. And he can swing 7. And if this is a brick, then we die. So I have to leave the 1 Don open if I know you're strong. Then we go 6 here. This is the last one he can redirect for free. Takes the 6. I mean, this guy's hand has to be just bricked. But why would you not use stage if it was bricks? Okay, that's pretty damn annoying. Now this doesn't have rush. Oh no, he gains rush. He gains rush. It's not an effect of the character, it's a granted effect. That's insane. So lucky. Let's go 7. This guy actually still has... He doesn't... I don't think he knows. He doesn't know. He straight up doesn't know. It gained... I didn't know. It gains rush. Excellent. We take this out, actually. We take this out now. And he still hasn't redirected. Yeah, 7 lead. If you take, you're losing your San Juan and a card. Well, not really losing a card, but it's fine. It's also about 0, like regardless. He straight up did not know that. I didn't either, really. Yeah, he does redirect. It's fine. And then we pass. Then he has a 0. He has... I don't think he has a chance here. His only play is to play out another Tangle's Teach. He needs one, preferably with Zihaha. But if it is with Zihaha, he only has 3 cards in hand. And that's a 1k. And we now know about it. This also can't attack. We kind of don't really want to counter with these Kuros unless we absolutely have to, though. So that is a little awkward, at least. And he will have quite a few blockers next turn. Although we'll be able to remove one for sure with our leader effect. You'll be able to get out of 2 swings for free, but as long as we can keep a board, no problem at all. I will counter with these if he swings like, I don't know, 5 into Arlo. Okay, 8 cost Teach is, I don't think, good enough. But maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe I'm wrong. .Q. Just wants a redirect target, I guess, but I don't think playing that out was a good idea. We can go another turn. We probably don't need to. But he does have 1, 2, 3 takes for free. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swings, though. Surely this is just lethal. Surely it's just lethal. But if I let this go, I can stun leader and stage, which is kind of funny. Rest and freeze this with Kuro, and we still have 1,000,000 swings. And we're in just a better position, I think. So yeah, we'll let this go. Stun leader, stun stage. What's the correct play line here? Protect this with 5 swings. He gets out of 1 with redirect. He gets out of 1 with take. There's no way. We just counter. Yeah, he's right to swing this, actually, because of our leader effect, right? We just get out of it for free. This is not worth playing, I don't think. It's a 7-9 rush. Three, 2. We can make everything a 9. Swing 9 with Geen first. Yeah, this just has to be lethal. There's no way. There's no way this ain't lethal. I should probably swing with Alvida first in case it's exactly this guy. He also takes it. It is this guy. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We still just win. 9. Well played to our opponent. But yeah, well played to our opponent. I play, I think, way too passively still. A lot of the time. Yeah, this matchup's good. We're going to ace. This is not what I was expecting. We'll take second, obviously. No searchers, no 4. I mean, Buggy's fine, but the rest of the hand is not good enough. These should actually be probably pretty good into ace. I'm thinking that ace is going to be a pretty difficult matchup for us. The hand's definitely not good enough. His hand is not great either. We have our Geen combo, but we don't have an Arlong or a Buggy for 4, which is a little awkward. Hopefully this Django can help us out. Let's just use him. We'll take the event. It's fine. And then I'm not that worried about... the Garp can attack, I guess. But we want to see a 4-drop more than we care about this Garp attacking. So let's just take the Arlong. I would love the Krieg, but I think a 4-drop is going to be important here. And then we'll just pass the turn. Yeah, we'll take the initial swing. Okay, he plays Moby Dick, so probably not swing with the Garp. I imagine he'll want to keep the Don for later. What did he take with that Garp, by the way? I missed it. It was the Luffy, right? Yeah, we'll take this one. No trigger. If he does swing with the Garp, I think we have to counter this. Yeah, okay, we have to counter. That's fine. We'll give up the Alvida, I think, here. I do generally just prefer the Morgan. Because it's a nice little blocker fella here. Buggy is an option over Arlong. The Arlong is generally more sticky. This can eat a swing and get us a bit of value later. But I think I'm going to prioritize the Arlong. Do you want to take this out versus the value of keeping this on the board? This Garp isn't doing anything. And this can give him the option to swing into this next turn. I don't think I... What's he going to play next turn? It's going to be either Ace or Luffy, and he's going to swing 6, which we're just going to end up taking. If he swung into the Django, I think that would be a win for us, so let's just take out the Garp. The value on the board is good, but... Yeah, I guess because we can't actually give a Don if we play the Arlong. That's a reason to think about playing the Buggy. But I think the value over turn is going to be important. He's not going to be able to give anything rush this turn. The most power he can have is a 7,000 power unit. So we're fine to not have Don on lead. And then just take leader swing, I think, here. Deploy this, pass it over. Then we'll see what he does for 5. I imagine it's going to be that Luffy. The Luffy is usually what's played. And then we can get like at least a little bit of pressure into the Luffy. Not a lot, but... Yeah, we'll see. Oh, if it's just a 5, I might counter. He's not going to want to attack this. Yeah, if it's just a 5, I'll counter, actually. Okay, it's Secret Ace. Doesn't want to play the Luffy just yet. Can get more value out of it later, he thinks. Which is fair. He possibly can. Finds an Ezo. Decent play for the following turn. We also have a decent play for the following turn now. Let's keep it simple. Geen, Morgan. Effect here. Rested here. And then here. I do want to swing 6/6 into the ace. I don't hate it. Just getting that off the board. But I think applying pressure into this deck is going to be important as well. 6/6 into the ace eats a couple cards unless he lets it go. 6/6 into leader is honestly probably better anyway. What do I want to do? If we go leader, we get an like 1 card and 1 life. Next turn, we're playing the Kuro, almost certainly. And stun whatever he plays this turn. Should maybe have taken last turn, you know. Let's attack the ace. I think I want to attack the ace. Monet. Interesting. If we can develop a board whilst removing his board, that seems like a good outcome for us. It gives us 2 cards there, sure. Monet and another race. If he, like, rushes into this Arlong, that's fine. We don't really care. Because of the Onko being pretty damn good. Don't really want to lose my Morgan, though. Is one thing. So if he swings 5, it's kind of a good bait. 5 into the Arlong is a good bait here. Because we don't have a lot of counter. Next turn, we're always playing Kuro. We want to be taking at least one life here. Okay, plays Zoro. Sure. Swings leader. Well, we don't have a 2k anyway, so that's absolutely fine. I'll just take that one. And then the ace doesn't get to swing. Alvido off the top and an event. We can freeze this Zoro, which is nice. At least that can't do anything. And the ace is probably small enough that the Kuro can block it pretty efficiently. Might want to look at leaving the Morgan up as well. Let's do this. Attach Arrested to Zoro. Attach Arrested to Zoro. We'll give Arrested here. Attach Arrested here, because we need that. We'll tap down the Zoro before I forget. And then, do we need to leave a Don open for an event? We might. I'm thinking, I mean, next turn we don't have a great play. We have not found our Krieg, which I would have preferred Krieg to Kuro this turn. But it is what it is. We just simply don't have him. Might need to leave 1 for an event. This guy is at 7, though. If we use this, we have not used this. We're probably not swinging with the Arlong. Let's swing with the Geen. And then I think I'll just swing with the leader and leave the Morgan upright. We get a 2k. Shot. And then this is frozen. He can maybe remove our Geen if he has the Whitebeard. That would be pretty reasonable. Yep, there's the Whitebeard. Don't currently have a way to freeze that. We can maybe do something with the event though. So there's a thatch and a brick. Okay, the brick is relevant if we get rid of this ace at some point. Reduce the Kuro. Why is the Kuro the one that gets reduced? That's interesting. We have to counter this. I think I'll give... this 5's not happening. This is just going to swing big, and then it's 1 Don for an event or a searcher, I'm guessing. We'll take this swing. If this swings 5, I guess we block with Morgan. I don't want to block with the Kuro. This getting to all our board getting to hang around is very, very good for us. I think I'll just give up the It's an Order event. No blocker, It's an Order, and a 9. Because this could be an option if he taps this ace, or if we tap this ace. Absolutely, we'll be taking that one. Another Kuro is quite good, actually. I think. Because we can pay 1 Don to freeze the Zoro, 7 Don to freeze the Nugate. Tap down the ace, maybe start attacking that. Start turning all these bricks into dog shit. Although his leader's only at 5k this turn. I would love to send a Krieg here. We could do some serious work with the Krieg, combined with the Arlong effect, the Morgan effect, and the Django effect. We could kind of pop off here, but what can you do? I think we will be going with Kuro plus It's an Order. I'll probably look to leave 1 Don open for I Know You're Strong. Let's do this first. 1 more needs to go on Nugate anyway. And then we'll play the Kuro, because this can get rid of the active Don. And then these 2 can give the rested Dons to this ace, and we can tap it down. 1's always going here. I think 2 are always going on lead. at least. And then we've got 2 more Don to play with. We'll rest this down. Now, how do we want to start swinging? We can do 6 quad 7s. That's pretty damn good. And we still have this Kuro. Oh no, if I want to leave 2 Don open, that's not quite true. We can do 5 quad 7s if I swing with the Morgan. Oh shit, this needs me to have 2 or more given Don on the Zoro as well. Fuck. That's a blunder. Okay, so we have to I know you're strong, these 2, but that still stuns everything, right? We probably don't need the Don. But we won't have any more Don. So let's start swinging 5 with the Arlong. Would I have done that differently if I'd have known? Maybe. Not sure. Am I swinging with the Morgan? I think I'm more likely swinging with the Kuro than the Morgan, because I'm happy for this to just chump block. Let's go 7 from leader. I don't know how low he's going to want to go. Clearly quite. Does eventually counter 1. Gives us the 2 cards that we knew about. I think I'm swinging with the Kuro and not swinging with the Morgan. Takes. Yeah, this just gets 1 card. If he plays like some kind of rush unit, like another Whitebeard or something. I mean, if he plays Roger, we're fine on Roger, because this only swings 5. Everything else is stunned. Maybe I can swing the Morgan here. 2, 3, 4. He can't play 2 rush units. They don't play them. What could he play to nullify the blocker of this? I don't know. Like a mole pistol? Mole pistol, 2 for Luffy, 2 Don on Luffy, 8. No, that's 6 Don. 8 Don. You can only swing 7. We're fine on a 7. I think we're fine to swing this out at Morgan, actually. Stun these. End of turn, stun this. Oh yeah, and we have the leader effect. So any rush unit he plays is smaller. Yeah, he just leaves. He didn't see the stun coming. I didn't see the stun coming there for a minute. We'll take it. We'll take it. He didn't... I swear we took that Luffy. Am I just making that completely up? Because he did not play a Luffy and there's none in his hand. I know, he took the ace. I'm absolutely making it up. I mean, if you saw Luffy, it's slightly different, but we didn't see Krieg either, so... You know, it is what it is. Neither of us saw... We both missed a thing. The Kuro kind of popped off, and I know You're Strong also popped off there. That was really good. And I've also learned how to play It's an Order. Which is... You know, it's something. It's something. Either way, well played to our opponent. Okay, now this matchup is dog shit. This is the matchup you absolutely have to dodge. And we have not. I see a 4, I see nothing on 6, which scares me. But these stun events are pretty good into a Nell. We're going to need to believe in the heart of the cards a bit here, because this matchup is terrible. The win rate over 2 billion bounty is 8%. 8%. I think the stun events are going to be so important, and we can't search those. We can find searchers, we can't find other things. And it's annoying, we don't even have like a Django, right? Because if we had a Django, then we can debuff the Shura. To at least get out of a bit of aggression that way. But they can still swing 7 with it. So it kind of doesn't work. It's just a trash matchup, but we'll see what we can do here. Gamma Knife is very good for him. Vari, who cares? I don't really have a card I can counter with here. Certainly not 6. I mean, we could. It's an Order. But we can also do that on the next swing. Okay, well, we've got our curve. We've got our curve for what that's worth. Do I want an It's an Order? to stay at 2? I think I actually do. I think I do. Okay, we don't care about these weenies too much because we've got the power down. Thankfully, he can't get rid of all his Don this turn, which is a godsend. Let's just play the Arlong first. So I do want to swing for at least 6. Rested here. Swing for 6. End the turn. We're not battling weenies. They're at 0 power. If he puts the extra active Don on them, they will get to swing for 5. There's nothing I can do about that. But it is what it is. And here comes an L, right? Here comes an L. And this is the other reason the matchup so far. We only ever get to develop one thing before a Nell appears. If he doesn't have a Nell, that would be lovely. But if he can also remove this Arlong, then we don't have a leader effect. Which is, again, another difficult part of this matchup. Yeah, there we go. We do in fact see that. Indeed. Very cool. And we can barely even stun anything because of how this deck works. We can't save this, unfortunately. We can stun 2 Don, but like, if he minuses them and then brings them back, then they're unstunned. You never know, maybe this fucks him over. Yeah. You see what I mean? This matchup's just bad. This matchup is just bad. But that's okay. You can't win them all. We want to counter this because we can't necessarily counter this 7 from Shura. I need all of these 1Ks as well. So I think we have to give the 2K here. And then we'll take the swing from the Shura. Oh, it was only a 6. I guess we could have countered that one. Hey ho. Oh. Oh my goodness. Can you stop? Can't even rest this Reiju, so we don't even get to swing this turn. Which is a little awkward, but because our Arlong left. But we have to develop board, otherwise, I mean, we're never going to win. We'll, see if he's an idiot. I mean, he might want the card, but I'm happy for him to take the card, because I ain't winning a long game. Yeah, sure. We do, tap out the Reiju. As he should, but... Will we get an L this turn? We're not going to get to block at all with our Morgan, because this Ohm just reduces it to 5 immediately. Which is, again, it is what it is. I might take out the Ohm, if we can. We need to try and get out of this leader swing. I'm hoping it's just like a 5. We can just give one of these cards. Probably, it doesn't really matter. Probably the Mihawk, I guess. Maybe the Kobe. Probably the Kobe, actually. The Mihawk could come in clutch. To get a rest on a blocker. Later on. If he doesn't play an L, I'm going to feel like an idiot for not keeping his hand with all the strongs in it. Because it cannot stun Reiju. She is too powerful. But that's okay. Yeah, if he's able to go like Gamma Knife again, remove the Gin, maybe even rest down the Morgan, start attacking into that, it's going to be really tough for us to deal with. It is. I don't want to block. I really do not want to block. No blocker. You can, if you want to interact with my blocker, man, you're going to have to use cards to do it. There's an L. As expected. Can we tap and freeze him with Kuro? It's going to depend on how many Dons are on the board. Probably not. Probably not, but we'll see. Trash is DD. Okay. Yep, Dons go on Shura. This is 5, right? We'll take the free block now. I know he can Lightning Dragon, but he's already used 2 of them. Maybe he doesn't have it. And at the end of the day, I don't know. I kind of want to get the value. Kind of want to get the value. So we're going to play Kuro, stun this. We can maybe try and take out the Reiju a little bit. We have to attack the Shura. I think I have to take a chance here. I'll go no trigger on that. Will we need the counter? Maybe, but we'll see about that. We have to attack this so that they're arrested Don, which is annoying, but what can you do? And we'll do this. Attach arrested to Enel. Attach arrested to Enel. And we'll do this. Give one rested to Enel. And one has to go on leader. Rest Enel. I think this probably has to stay standing. If I swing 7 with it. Do we need this event? This like never goes through, right? This like never goes through. We'll swing 6 lead. If he takes, I'll swing 7 lead. If he counters, I'll swing 7 ratio. Okay, he takes. Let's try and aggro down then, I guess. Let's try and aggro down. I don't think I want to use one of these, so I'm going to burn the event right now. Counter or Krieg? I think we're going to need to play I Know You're Strong, so I don't think we're going to get to play this Krieg. So let's take counter. I don't think we're going to get to play the Krieg. Stun you now. But, like, you see how this matchup's just awful. They play enormous characters. The removal is an absolute nightmare for us to deal with. He's going to get to remove this Kuro. No, he draws Lightning Dragon. Do we have Gamma Knife? Yeah, he has it. Excellent. L4. Very good. Pops the Kuro. Buff first, brother. Yeah, buffs the Reiju. Pops the Kuro. Kitten on the Morgan. Didn't need to Kitten on the Morgan, but he did it anyway, I guess. Sure. Then this clears the Gin, I guess. It's already frozen. We don't have too many more turns here. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe he should have just took the Krieg and tried to go for a really dogshit lethal on this next turn. I think we have to save this Gin. Oh, and draw this. Is there ever a world where we live? If we tap down the pink... We can't tap down the pink. I don't have enough Don. Get the Meowben brothers? I could have... No, he doesn't have enough Don in his rest area anyway. Oh man, it just sucks. This matchup's terrible. I'm gonna have to play a blocker. Try and go lethal. Stun the Enel and the Ohm. I don't know, man. I don't really know. Let's put 1 here and then a Don here, I guess. 7/7. Maybe he doesn't have a 1k? Maybe he doesn't have a 1k. If he doesn't have a 1k, I think swinging 7 here is just suicidal. Like, he can just take and just... He's going to kill us anyway, is the thing. But, like, I don't know. If that hit on the Reiju goes through, then, like, maybe we have a chance. Maybe it's better going lead, though. I don't know. I just don't see an out in this matchup because we can't even manipulate the Don. So that's awkward. This can't be stunned by I Know You're Strong. And the removal. Like, they're just all bad. Do that. Key 10. MrMaCHONaCHOMan on the Morgan. Should have left the 1 on the leader. It's a minor sequencing thing, but it doesn't really matter. Lightning Dragon. I mean, sure, I guess. Maybe he swings this and ints. Go on, swing the Roju. Swing the Roju, bozo. Swing the fuck. Ah, he's too smart. This guy's too good. There is never a way for us to live. Can this get us anything that's worth anything? No. We have 3 swings. We can rest 1 blocker. And then that's it. We go swing, swing, and he blocks one of them. Even if every swing would go through. No, this can't find us anything. Getting a Kuro here does nothing. So we just have a shit hand. Or shit or counter. That's what I was going for. Yeah, just concede. There is no winning that one. He had a little bit of counter anyway. He had 5k. GG's. Yeah, this matchup is just dreadful. You basically can't win unless, I don't know, they like Giga Throw or Giga Whiff. Okay, this is one of the matches we're looking to see. Is Luffy for sure. This is one of our better matchups. He's going to take second off us, which does make it a little harder. But our reduction is really good into him. And also, we just need to see our pieces, right? We need to see our pieces. He does take second. I like the 5s. I think I'm looking for slightly more, though. I'm not ecstatic to play out the Meowin Brothers, and we need a character early. We have enough 1-drops that we should still see a 1-drop. Okay, well, we don't quite yet. The buggy could be reasonable. Let's just play the event, see what we find. Okay, I think I'm going to take the Django. I think I'm taking the Django here. We don't see a Gin. That's okay. We can probably just play the Alvida on 5. And maybe this Django can find us a Gin. I think getting the Django down just to have a dude on the board is going to be important. He shouldn't be able to deal with the Django. Wow, he whiffs. We are incredibly lucky. We can actually afford to play the buggy now. Because he's not going to be attacking this turn. How has he whiffed a 2-drop, man? That sucks. We can afford to play this now. Because we have our 5. We can play 1 Django on 7. Try and find Gin. Okay, he has them now. He must have top-decked a lot of these little fellas. Yep, we'll take that one. Morgan, okay. I prefer Morgan to Alvida pretty much every time. So let's just go with that. Give 1 rested to... It doesn't really matter. And then Don here. If we swing the buggy... I don't think I want to. If we swing the buggy, though, we can just take out the Mr. 2. I don't think he's going to be putting on too much pressure, though, next turn. Let's just swing 6. I want to swing with the buggy and just to get a 5 swing through. He can take this out pretty easily, though, because it's at 4. And these swing for 4, naturally. So I'm going to not swing with the buggy. We'll just leave it tapped. Or leave it upright for now. Hoping to find Gin off this Django. That'd be good. But yeah, all these swing for 4 for Don X1. He has to put 2 Don on them if he wants to swing for even 5. And having the blocker is also nice. Although that's a pretty annoying card, actually. He can restand 2. He can swing 2 more 5s. Let's take this one. Okay, too many Djangos, potentially. But it's better than extra Alvidas, I'd say. 7. Sure. It's fine. Okay, well, we could just drop the Kuro now and stun this Luffy for a minute here. And then next turn we can go with this into something. These are still going to be pretty irrelevant. I don't think attacking into this is optimal. We can give it, we can give it many Don. I think we swing with the buggy this turn. It's just, I don't really feel comfortable gambling on finding the Gin. And also this Luffy's like low-key kind of a problem. Put it on here. Put it on here. And then, yeah, I'll swing 5. Give 1 rested to the buggy. If you want to take it out, I'll kind of gladly take the card draw. I'll swing with the Morgan. Swing with the leader. I don't think he's going to want to go down to 1 just yet. Oh, and he has to give 2 1s. Okay, this is a sign that we probably should start swinging board soon. Trashing a Brook as well. Like, this is a really good win con. End of turn, stun this shit. So this is like an actually relevant body. Kind of surprised he didn't buggy Priz on 6. He clearly had the Priz. There's the Mister. Kuro can't attack, but he can still block. Crocodilo. Recycles this. And then we'll block 1k. Block and give... We're never playing all of these Alvidas. Okay, so this can't attack. Don't really care too much. Let's play out the event. See what we can find. Okay, we don't find Krieg. We find a Geen. He does have 2 relevant bodies now. Can't stun both. I think I want to attack board a little bit here. Another Morgan would always be better than Salvida for obvious reasons, but is what it is. We could just play Arlong and stun, but I think I just like the Gin more. Getting 2 bodies down gives us a good chance to go for lethal next turn. And we've got a good amount of counter in hand, or like good enough. Especially with the Kuro blocker online. Although we can rest that if we're not able to remove this Luffy. Let's go Gin Alvida. Then I'm gonna... We want to put the Dons on this so it can't block. Swing 5 with the buggy first. Okay, does give us a buggy. And do I want to swing 8 into this Luffy? I think I'm going to swing... If we go 8-6, it gets 3 cards. That's pretty damn good. Okay, did find a 2k. Okay. We can rest our Kuro, but I don't think he can go for lethal with us having this, I know, strong in hand. And this only being at 4k. And we've got a decent amount of other counter as well. 6. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's been closer than I expected. I imagine I've made some mistakes. I wonder if you're supposed... If just, like, hard playing board would have been better, but... He didn't really get anything that valuable for us to attack into. I guess I could have attacked in this Luffy a little earlier. 5, again, absolutely not. He can't restand. I mean, you can like Brook, but it's so expensive. 6 is, if we take this, he can swing... He can actually put 1 Don here, play 1 Don for Luffy, and swing 10. We can go to 8, 9, 10, 11. So we are good on the 10. So I think we can take this. That Krieg is a bad find, but it's fine. He might just swing 9 here. As long as he doesn't DMG. No, but even if he DMG swings 7, we're fine on that. Yeah. Yeah, we did the maths. We were fine. He could have got 1 more done if he'd had a 1-drop Luffy, but yeah, the Racc Edge doesn't really work into us because his shit is just so small. I probably should have just attacked the Luffy as soon as I could, even if it's just like a 6, to get more cards and reduce his options. Because if he if you start playing boas, though, if we can find the Krieg, then the Krieg is incredible into the boa. And again, we didn't find Krieg. And we didn't have Gin on curve, and I didn't feel like gambling. Could have also probably just left this Morgan upright and been in absolutely no danger at all. Although he'd have played a completely different turn if we have this Morgan upright. So, I don't know. This matchup's just really, really favourable for us. You can whiff a couple things. And this Luffy kind of made it a little more awkward than usual, because a lot of these decks are not playing this Luffy. But it is really good for getting rid of our Kuros and our Morgans, if we choose to play these. But either way, well played to our opponent. This is the matchup you're hoping to see. So thank you for watching. Let me know if you're a Krieg main. Is there anything you'd change in this deck list? The buggy feels really weird. Like, it's pretty solid when you see it on exactly 3. Or as a nice backup play if you whiff Arlong on 4. I feel like I would always rather see Arlong, because the activate main is really solid. And the on-KO is even more annoying than Buggy's. Like, Buggy just lets you draw a card, which is cool for Krieg, because you have no fucking card draw. But it's not, the opponent's just going to kill it if they want to. Whereas the Arlong, like, actually just kind of nukes an entire turn if you kill it. Like, you can stun leader, you can stun stages, you can stun dons, you can stun all sorts of stuff. So this on-KO is really deadly. But the activate main every turn is brilliant, and the fact that he can get rid of active dons as well means that those decks that might like to play counter events just kind of can't. Or at least they've got to leave multiple dons up to accommodate for this guy, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure. I think once more people get... I think if this becomes a more popular deck and more people learn the matchup, then you'll probably lose some percentage points on most matchups. I do think starving Krieg is a very valid option, because you don't have the best searchers, and you're very reliant on seeing your curve. So once you start whiffing with this deck, it gets a lot tougher. So I think potentially starving could be a good option into Krieg, and just focusing as much as you can on removing his board. And also removal if you whiff the Kobe. But yeah, generally removal is something that can be a problem if you're not able to find this Kobe. Overall, I've enjoyed playing Krieg. I think he's a little overlooked at the minute, for sure. And I'm excited to see if they ever do print more cards for this archetype, because he's got such a crazy strong leader effect. And the package works really well together. There's just like no card draw. There's just no card draw. So a little bit of draw, I think, would probably go a long way to help fix Krieg's problems. Although the leader effect this strong, is this a deck we really want to fix? I don't know. I think he's pretty cool. Either way, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.